everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the cooling system yet again. Now, the actual coolant system itself is working. I have verified that. But a couple of videos back when I was doing power runs to get some tuning done on my Kubota V2403 and trying to cool down the engine quickly, I kept spraying it with water and everything. My fan stopped working, and the other day I noticed the fan blades don't want to turn. It seems like the fan is getting stuck on something. So what I want to do today is see if I can figure out what the fan blades are hitting and if the fan itself is good, and if not, I actually already have another fan that I would like to install. But if this fan is still good, I want to try using it, get it to spin freely. If it works, we're going to go do some test runs. Make sure the fan works, make sure the temperatures stay good. If it doesn't, we're gonna go to the bigger electric fans. So let's get to work. All right, everyone, I'm gonna demonstrate real quick what the fan does. So I've got the key on run, and all I have to do is ground this out, and you'll hear it click but do nothing. So that is the relay activating and the fan not spinning. All right, everyone, I am almost positive that fan is shot. I don't know if it's a bearing, I don't know if something got inside of it, but I did pick this up secondhand. I did not buy it brand new, but I'm going to be replacing it with this, and I bought this fan specifically because it is a 2-speed fan. Now, the way I'm going to hook it up right now is I'm just going to wire up the low speed to my current setup because that's the easiest thing to change over and wire. However, there are a couple of things I am thinking about on how to wire it in the future. Some of my ideas are putting a switch inside so I can either toggle the low or high speed and have my temperature switch control the other one. But the other idea I've had is drilling into my thermostat housing so I can have 2 temperature switches and have this completely controlled by the temperature, and I don't have any input around this in the cab, but I haven't decided on that yet. But again, today we're just going to wire up the low speed side of things and take the Wrangler out for a test drive and see how it does. So let's get back to work. All right, we have the fan shroud off, so now we're going to unbox this high output electric fan and see how close it will fit onto this fan shroud that I have. I'm a little bit worried because this fan shroud had a 16-inch fan on it, and technically this is a 17-inch fan, but I think we can make it work. All right, everyone, I have this balanced, but I think we're going to be able to get this to work. This fan is definitely bigger, but where the physical fan is well within this opening, and I think that's all that really matters. All right, everyone, I know how I want to mount it, so I'm going to run to the hardware store to get some longer fasteners. I'll be right back. Alright everyone, I have the fan mounted to the shroud. There is a bit of a gap because I ended up using the rubber isolators. I'm hoping that will reduce the noise, but I can trim these down if I need to get this gap down. But I also have a feeling this gap actually might help me. But that's what testing is for. If it doesn't work, I'll take it back out, I'll fix it. But I'm actually very happy with it. This should work really well. So I'm gonna move the GoPro and we're gonna install this back on my radiator. Okay, I lied. We first gotta disconnect the fan that was on the Wrangler first. So all we gotta do is get rid of these two connections and we should be good. Now that I have the fan and the shroud installed, I can see how much clearance I have between the fan and the motor, and it's actually a little bit more than I was thinking. I was really worried about this. But now that I know this is good, we're gonna wire this up real quick, and all I have to do is ground out the connection on the temperature switch, and we're gonna make sure that the fan is actually spinning correctly as well. So, back to work. Alright everyone, if I've wired everything up correctly, I'm going to be able to turn on the Jeep and connect these two grounds and the fan should come on, and then I'll be able to tell that the fan is pulling air in the correct direction. Yep, that moves a lot of air. That's fantastic, and it's not loud. All right, I'm gonna put all of this back together real quick, and then we're gonna mount a GoPro inside the Jeep, and we're gonna go for a test drive. Everyone, I had to drive it a while for it to get up to temperature, and I realized at speed it should be fine, but you have to understand with the old fan it would actually still get too hot even at speed. So I say this is a win, but the real test is when we get back to my place. I'm going to put it in park and see what the temperature does. Because normally whenever I stop, the temperature would spike and just keep climbing. Coming back to my house, and now the real test is to see if it will sit and not overheat. This is the one I'm actually curious about. I'll be right back. Okay, the fan just came on. It's doing its job. Sweet, the fan just turned off. All right, everyone, I think I finally have my cooling system figured out. I have the new electric fan on it. I only have the low speed hooked up right now. I haven't done anything with the high speed yet, but from the testing I've done so far, I might not need it, which would be amazing. So I'm probably gonna drive it for a while, see how it does, and I'll report back. But anyway, leave a comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't, you know what to do. And hey, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you have, as always, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much, and I will see you in another video very soon. Goodbye.